Bila shaka sisi pia ni watu, hakina uhuru zichanue, hakina uhuru zichanue, na uhuru wetu wa Kenya, uhuru wetu wa Kenya tupiganie, na masana wetu wa Kenya, vijana wetu wa Kenya tuwakomboe, na katiba yetu wa Kenya, katiba yetu wa Kenya tutekeleze. Ole yo! Iende kukomboa nchi, sasa natoa roho yangu. Iende kukomboa nchi, sasa natoa roho yangu. Iende kukomboa nchi, sasa natoa roho yangu. Iende kukomboa nchi. Ojwang' alitoa roho yake. Iende kukomboa nchi. Iende kukomboa nchi. Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades power! Yangu itakuwa very brief. We have lost yet another young life after an arrest by the National Police Service of Kenya. Without a doubt, Ojwang' was in the hands of the police. He was in custody ya polisi, and right now he is no more. So we are saying that we will continue to fight. We will continue to try and save our Kenyan youth, because at this point in time we are saying enough is enough. We are losing too many lives at the hands of the police. No matter what happens, custody ya police, someone should not lose their lives. And we are here, we've been here since yesterday, and we will continue to be here to ensure that justice is done. And we are telling the police that Kenya is not a police state. Interdicting officers by and itself, junior officers, is not enough. The people who are behind this are known. The reason why Ojwang' was arrested is known, and we want serious action taken against those top officers who are involved. So tunaendelea kufuatilia postmortem, tunataka kuhakikisha imeweza kufanyika kwa usawa kabisa, ndio tuweze kujua the reason behind his death. And then after that, we are expecting heads to roll. We are expecting senior officers to pay for the loss of lives that we continue to witness in this country. Thank you.
Of the media, the press, we apologize for the delay. Because, I mean, the circumstances surrounding this heinous murder, the killing of our brother, Comrade Albert Ojwang' at the Central Police Station, we had to first meet with the family, and we've decided to come forward and first give the statement that we have. The family is still inside, and we said, you know, let's come out so that we don't keep you waiting for so long. But the family is in a meeting as we speak, so they'll come also and give us their way forward. So we have a statement here from the Kongamano la Mapinduzi. Sorry. My name is Ndongi Gedhuku from Kongamano la Mapinduzi and the People's Liberation Party. We have a statement that we are going to share. Let me do this part and then. The Kongamano la Mapinduzi joins Kenyans in condemning the assassination of Albert Omondi Ojwang'. Albert was picked up by police officers from his father's home in Homa Bay County on Saturday, 7th June 2025 because of his social media activities that questioned the professional character of the Deputy Inspector General of Police, Eliud Lagat. The police officers who arrested Albert Ojwang transported him for more than 400 kilometers from Homa Bay to Nairobi's Central Police Station. That same day, on Saturday, Albert was arrested and detained without an OB, that is the occurrence book number, which goes against the operational procedures of the police force. And by Sunday morning, one more Kenyan with a promising future was lying cold, dead at the Nairobi Central Police Station. And I read that again. By Sunday morning, one more young Kenyan with a promising future was lying cold, dead at Nairobi's Central Police Station, assassinated by the police. The police say that he died as a result of head injuries that resulted from him hitting his head against a wall in the police station. A clearly false and incorrigible assertion, especially given the historical violent nature of our Kenya police force, and particularly the number of gaps that present themselves from the police version of events.
Mapinduzi joins the rest of the Kenyans in demanding answers. Because of Albert Ojwang's deaths, the only thing we know at this juncture is that Albert Ojwang was arrested and transported halfway across the country for asking questions about Eliud Lagat. Kenyans want to know who hit or banged Albert Ojwang's head against the wall. Who is Eliud Lagat? Eliud Lagat is a former commandant of the GSU, the General Service Unit, and currently one of the Deputy Inspector Generals of the Kenya Police Force. He is also one of the individuals who are next in line to succeed the current Inspector General of the Police Force, a position which would mean that he oversees security aspects of the 2027 general elections. Most Kenyans will remember that after the June 2024 protest, Gilbert Masengeli, former police commandant, was pushed out of office by the Ruto regime, a phase that also saw several promotions within the higher level of the security sector. Masengeli was soon after replaced by Douglas Kanja as IG in acting capacity, despite the fact that Kanja was only a year or so far away from retirement. Kanja was, however, soon after replacement in his acting capacity by Deputy Inspector General Edward Masengeli, who was then incorrectly advised by Attorney General to abscond court processes relating to the abductions of Kenyans, leaving him in contempt of court. Masengeli was delegated from leadership of the police force, and Douglas Kanja installed as IG.
Okay.
And what's your name? Sorry.
I'm Ojwang'S from the Congress Pinduzi.
Lumache. Oh, okay.
Begin with your name. Say your name, please.
Well, I'm Faith Lumwachi from Kongamano la Mapinduzi. Douglas, the current Inspector General of Police Officer, has less than a year left to retirement age. His second in Masengeli is highly unlikely to succeed him, as he is not likely to pass any serious public vetting process after for several judges declare him to be in contempt of the court following the 2024 protest. Kongamano la Mapinduzi wishes to remind Kenyans that Masengeli was intentionally set up by the key figures in the political and bureaucratic system to pave the way for Lagat, the former already abducting Kenyans, transporting them halfway across the country, presenting parts of the country At Lee Funeral Home in less than an hour. Our Albert lies cold and desolate in the morgue with no dominant political voice to speak for him. We as Kenyans must visit and speak for Albert.
Good demands. Say your name.
I'm Gatanga Ndongo. Okay, sorry. I'm Gatanga Ndongo. We at Kongamano la Mapinduzi therefore demand the following: an immediate and independent inquiry or investigation to establish who killed Albert Ojwang. This should involve the arrest and prosecution of all who are involved in Albert Ojwang's arrest and murder, including those they were reporting to or receiving orders from, as related to this particular matter of public concern. The circumstances under which Albert Ojwang was arrested in Homa Bay, driven for over 300 kilometers to Nairobi, then detained without an occurrence book, now, which is a clear violation of standard operational procedures of the National Police Service. The police must make clear details of the so-called publication, including social media posts. The DCI to name the complainant because this is a civil case, not a criminal case. KLM encourages Kenyans to continue demanding justice for Albert Ojwang, for the people are our mountain. Justice for one, justice for all. Justice must prevail. Viva comrades, viva.
Viva! Okay, we have the family.
Okay, let me just address a little bit. My name is Joshua Okayo from the Revolutionary Gen Z Movement, RGM, and we have many questions. The number one question is that why Albert to be driven 400 kilometers away to be charged if there was an offense? Is it that we don't have a magistrate court in Homa Bay where he was driven from? Or what was so necessary that he had to be charged in Nairobi? Number two, we want the names of particular police officers who've been interdicted. We want the OCS Central Police Station, Mr. Talam, to be the first suspect. He must be arrested and charged with murder. The officer in charge on the fateful day and all other officers who are around must be charged with murder because they contributed or they must have been aware of who killed Albert Ojwang. We also want to know whether someone who's been charged with an offense as petty as publishing, I mean, what is that? That is what they are saying, publishing false information, should be put in a cell separate from all the others. That is, if at all the statement from some of these police officers that he was put in a cell separate from the others is true. Why was it necessary to isolate? What was the reason for isolating Albert Ojwang? Also, the procedure is that someone, once they are brought under the control of police at the police station, they must be booked. Book number. So that they was booked. We must also be able to see the whole page on Saturday when Albert was booked so that we know who are the other persons who are booked on that. It is very saddening that in this time and age, a young person who is just doing their constitutional right, who is exercising their constitutional right and speaking truth to power, can be taken 400 kilometers away and killed in cold blood. They are responsible. The IG of police, the deputy IG of police, the deputy IGs, they are culpable and they must be able to answer to the death of Ojwang. And we are not going to rest. We are not going to sleep until they are brought to book. Now let me... My name is Joshua Okayo.
And as a nation, we are very angry. What if Albert Ojwang was president? Will
the family, let Wakili first speak, and I will speak.
What's up? Ready? Yes. Like this? The cameras are here. Sorry, I was looking this way. Yes, my name is Julius Juma. I'm the family lawyer. So today we came here to further the investigations that we commenced yesterday, and particularly because we have been informed that today we were going to have the autopsy conducted. And we have had a meeting in the office of the chief government pathologist, and unfortunately we have not been able to conduct the autopsy this morning for certain reasons. But we have agreed that the autopsy shall be conducted later in the day, and therefore we shall be here at 2 p.m. to hope that the autopsy shall be conducted so that we really understand what happened to Albert. Because some of us have been here for more than 24 hours since yesterday, and we have gathered a lot of information, and we need to put the information together, what we have collected since yesterday until today, and hopefully by the time the autopsy is conducted, so that we'll be able to give, have a clear picture of really what happened, what caused the death of this guy. Because as you may have heard, this guy was picked up by the police from the bosom of his mother on Saturday at around 3 p.m. and was driven over 400 kilometers from Homa Bay to Nairobi. And the next information that the family got only after they made follow-up was that this gentleman is dead. We were informed that this gentleman died while undergoing treatment at Mbagathi, but the information we have so far is that this gentleman did not actually die at Mbagathi. This gentleman most certainly died in custody and was brought direct here. And so a lot of things are not adding up. We are still not able to give a concrete decision or position on what really caused the death of Albert, or who is the guy, or why he was arrested, and even if he was arrested for the allegations that were being made against him, we're not able to understand why we are being told that he was being held in isolation, and why we are being told that he hit his head against the wall and succumbed as a result of that.
Okay, a quick one. Ben Kirui from Citizen TV. What is the reason why the autopsy has been pushed to 2 p.m.?
It's standard procedure because we wanted as many people who are interested in this matter to be involved, and some people from some quarters were not available. But it's standard procedure because this is genocide. We want as many people as possible who are interested to participate so that there will be no foul play, so that somebody will not say we were not involved, we were not given a chance to participate in it. And that is why we have given them time so that they avail themselves, and hopefully we proceed as to.
Okay, also do you have your own pathologist, or you're relying on the government's pathologist?
There are more. Sorry?
You expect the results straight away?
Well, we will leave that to the pathologists to guide us. But yes, we will expect at least preliminary results as soon as the process or procedure is concluded. Well, we saw the body yesterday, and the body had a lot of injuries on the head. The body had a lot of injuries on the hand, the shoulder area, but the head was swollen all around.
Which side of the head?
The frontal part of the head, the nose, the ears. Generally, the head was swollen, and there was a lot of blood oozing from both the nose and the mouth.
If we could just say something, thank you for being here.
My name is Ojwang'S Grace Kahuria. I'm the Executive Director of the Independent Medical Legal Unit, that is IMLU, and also convener of the Police Reforms Working Group. We have several CSOs that are present here today, and as the family Wakili has said, we've just come from a meeting with stakeholders who are party to this case. Let me start by saying that what has happened is indeed very, very sad. We want to give our deepest condolences and sympathy to the family. We are with the family, Albert, and to say he's broken is not even the right word. It's a very, very difficult time for him. So, share your solidarity with him, even by amplifying that what has happened is wrong and should not be happening in a country like ours. So from the onset, we want to be very clear that what happened has no place in this society in today's time. It is really a that investigation not put those IPOA and all the interested parties were denied access to the crime scene. However, we want to report that as of this morning, IPOA is actually undertaking preliminary investigations. Partly, that is one of the reasons why for Africa, the whole team of our Police Reforms Working Group. We want to assure the public of one thing, that we will not relent until the truth is determined, until all the evidence is gathered and has been analyzed, and that there is determination of the actual cause of death for the late Albert. We want to assure the public that we are going to stand by them as the whole process is conducted, and we'll be providing you with updates of what is happening as much as we can. So as soon as the post-mortem is about to be conducted, we will alert you and we will share with you the findings. So please just let you know, we want to give you that assurance that we are with you and will present the findings. We are standing with the family and we will not leave them exposed. And we will also fight to ensure that there is no interference with the evidence whatsoever. And as we've said, a lot of the process is demanding, because we want to follow up with this, the investigations right from the place where Albert was picked from, that is home in Homa Bay, all the way to Nairobi. We want to find out what happened, all the way to his death. So thank you for being here, and thank you for standing in solidarity with the family of Albert.
Okay. Come to the middle.
Should we come back at 2 p.m.?
Yeah, so